Hi everyone, this is Mari. I'm back. I just wanted to quickly hop on, and as many of you know, I'm a health coach and nutritionist, and daily, almost daily, I'm having conversations with people regarding different topics, whether it's their nutrition, whether it's their physical movement, exercise, whether it's their struggles, digestive issues, low energy, weight loss, etc. Right? And so I wanted to start hopping on here, obviously more consistently, but more so maybe at least once a week, just regarding some of these topics and conversations that I'm having with people, right? I would, want to share my experience, my expertise, my own learnings with others who could benefit from this knowledge, from what I know, from what I've experienced, even with working with clients, helping them in their own struggles and their own health journeys. And so, yeah, and to get the conversation going, if there's anybody who you feel could benefit from this information, this knowledge, my experiences, feel free to invite them to this channel, let them know what's going on. I'd be happy to share this with them as well. So, to get the ball rolling, I don't want to waste your time, and we're going to try to keep these videos short and sweet. I just wanted to quickly talk, especially this week, regarding hydration, okay? Meaning drink your water. I personally, of course, have gotten into the habit of drinking more water consistently because I've trained my body to be in a state of craving it, right? Of actually, after taking a sip of water, drinking a little bit more shortly after, or just in the busyness of my day carrying my water bottle, right? But I want to bring up this topic regarding hydration and drinking water because specifically I come across many people who I know water's not our favorite thing sometimes, right? It's whether that's the taste, whether that's they don't want it, they don't crave it, they forget, etc. And coming from from a scientific place and from a research place, and just from basic knowledge, our body is made up of at least 70% water. Okay, so if we're not giving our body what it needs to properly normally function, our organs, our heart, our brain, our eyes, etc., over time our body's going to be like, wait a minute, I can't work, I can't function properly. What happens is we start dealing with low energy and digestive issues and brain fog and things to that nature. Yes, don't get me wrong. There may be other things that play into that. But again, when somebody, sometimes, a lot of times people come to me and they struggle with this, which I totally get, right? I totally understand. But a lot of times, specifically, I, as a health coach, help women, especially women more so than men, regarding weight loss, is it's all tied together, right? Whether it's you wanting to lose weight, whether it's you wanting to have more energy, whether it's you wanting to just function in your everyday life, hydration is so important, right? And let's go back a little bit to that weight loss situation, right? You may know somebody, or you yourself may be someone who is wanting to lose weight, or has struggled to lose weight, or has tried to lose weight and maybe had some success but not quite where you feel like you've up leveled your health and you're now in a place of where you're happily managing it, right? There aren't any concerns or struggles in that way of your physical body weight. And a lot of times I've realized that, when somebody comes to me and they're like, Mari, what do I do to lose weight? I realize 99.9% of the time, these people are not hydrated, right? They're dehydrated. They're not drinking enough water, right? And that sometimes especially as a nutritionist, people want for me to give them a diet, right? Or some plan that they can follow to help them lose the weight, right? Which I have a specific a group and program that I do, but that's just that much of the bigger picture, right? There's so much more than just the food you're putting in your mouth. It's also what you're drinking. And so usually when people come to me and they want to lose weight, the first thing I tell them is, how's your water? How's your water intake? Right? And I have clients, I've had clients who barely even drank a sip of water per day, right? In a bottle, in a, the regular 16-ounce Ozarka little water bottles or whatever. And that's where we start, right? Because again, let me break it down, the scientific portion of it. If your body is not properly hydrated, what happens? Your metabolism starts slowing down. It affects your hormonal health, right? Your organs can't properly function for them to do what they're supposed to do and how they were created to be and to do, right? Whether it's our digestion, whether it's our heart, whether it's our eyesight, whether it's our brain. Even you have people dealing with joint issues because there's not enough lubrication within the joints, right? So it's all tied back again to hydration, right? And so I felt to share this with if you're someone out there, right, struggling with your water intake, struggling with getting the proper liquids in, right? And when I say hydration, I'm mainly focusing regarding water, whether it's plain water, whether it's sparkling water. I sometimes drink sparkling water, whether it's spicing up your water intake with some fresh fruit or frozen fruit, right? And a little bit of honey, like doing what you got to do to get your water intake, right? And so, not to make this long, where do I start, right? First thing I would recommend is for the first week or two, as you start wanting to really intentionally say, you know what, I really need to get this in order. I need to really be proactive about my intake of hydration. First step, I always tell people, always. First step. For the first week or two, just monitor how much water you're drinking, right? Whether it's, and being realistic about it, right? If you only drink half a cup a day, monitor, okay, realistically, I know, because I have people say, oh, I'm drinking enough, I drink enough water, I drink a lot of water. And when they actually start measuring it, they realize they're not even drinking a cup, or they're not even drinking a whole 16-ounce bottle, right? Because the recommendation for you to just properly, normally, happily thrive in regards to having sufficient fluids and water in your system and hydration is at least it's recommended to be drinking at least half your body weight, right? So if I weigh 160, I need to be drinking at least 80 ounces of water per day, okay? So if you're someone who's starting off, I want you to measure this week, every day, how much am I actually drinking? Say today, you actually intentionally do it, and you start noticing by the end of tonight or the end of the day, you know what, I only had 12 ounces, right? It's easier to measure when you have those plastic water bottles. I now carry my actual water bottle, and it has the measurements on there, but like realistically measure where you're at now. Okay, do that for a couple days so you get a gauge of what's your baseline, what's your starting point. And then from there, work your way up, right? Say you're only drinking 16 ounces, if you're drinking that, right? Next week or the week after, make it a point to say, you know what, I'm going to drink 4 more ounces this week. So instead of 16, I'm going to shoot for 20 ounces, right? And work your way up until you get to a point where you're drinking it and you're getting your body used to it. Because again, some people, their body's just not used to drinking that much fluid. It's not a habit, right? It's not something they think of all the time. But when they really train their body to get that extra fluid and that necessary fluid into your system, your body's going to respond, and it's going to be responding in a very good way. The only downside, of course, is you may have to be going to the bathroom more often, but that's actually a good thing. That means that's proof that your kidneys are functioning well, right? So anyways, I didn't want to drag this on too long, but today's topic was hydration, water. In the coming weeks, I'll be sharing different topics, different conversations I'm having with people, and just want to share this knowledge and wisdom and experience more than anything with you all. So hope y'all have a beautiful day. We'll talk soon.